right, so this one seems to be good. All I had to do was a firmware update, reflash the firmware, and it worked good. This is an L7, and I just blew it out, redid the firmware, and she's back up in mine, and she's good to go. So we're gonna give her an unplug now. So on this one right here, I have possibly a dead board, a dead hash board. So I need to, I just blew it out. I'm gonna test it, I'm gonna read the logs, and then I'm gonna see if I have to pull one out. All right, so the verdict on this is there's no dead hash board. I just think one of these was loose because all I did was just unplug and replug all of this in, and I just tightened everything up, so everything should be good, right? It's hashing right now at full hash, and I blew it out, so it was probably just maybe something that was just a tiny bit loose. So this thing's back up and running as it should be. Let's go ahead and unplug it, get it back on the rack. Let's go on to the next one. All right, we got to go up on the lift for this one. So we have an S19K 120 or 115 right here. Okay, this, all right, is a USB to micro USB. Okay. This is a AML logic, right? So you can see here that you have the micro USB port right here. So to do a proper firmware flash, okay, the first thing you're going to want to do is, it's just in case there becomes a problem, you want to disconnect the hash boards, okay? Do not connect the data cables to the hash boards, right? And remember where you pulled them from, okay? And remember, never pull by the wires, always pull by the connectors, okay? And then you're not going to hook up the Ethernet. You're going to plug this in, just like that. You're gonna let the ASIC boot up, okay? And when the firmware's done, you're gonna see a solid green light on the front of the ASIC. You're gonna see the activity light just be a solid green, okay? That means the firmware flash is complete and we can turn it off now. So now that we flashed the firmware, we need to find the device again, right? So we need to do an IP report.